of you who know me know that I've been with GSAFE for a little while, and long enough that my once curly hair has substantially thinned and started to turn an undeniable shade of white, or at least if you get close you can tell it's turning white. Unlike my hair, my memory is long when it comes to GSAs in Wisconsin, particularly those that have faced substantial obstacles and community resistance. Like me, you may remember that for the past 10 or so years, students, teachers, and community members in West Bend have been fighting to win their legally protected right to organize a GSA and have it officially recognized by the school. It has not been an easy fight, with many setbacks and public smear campaigns against both students and staff who simply wanted a safe place for LGBTQ youth and their friends to meet. This past year, Fincke and Patrykus, two lawyers living and working in the West Bend area, decided to take up the GSA's case by filing a federal lawsuit against the school district. You try to be nice, but occasionally you just have to sue. So anyway. So Waring and Dan did this pro bono and at the cost of many personal and business work hours. So, and of course, not everyone in the community, particularly some school board members, were pleased. Regardless, their fight and eventual victory was well documented in both online and print media. That's part of the reason that we're recognizing them tonight. Beyond that, and beyond that well-earned victory, what stood out to us as we chose this year's recipients was how well Waring and Dan served as catalysts for change in their community. By stepping up, they created a space where students, educators, community members, and even some school board members came together around a common fight. They helped people find their collective power, transforming the West Bend community into one that will show up with visible support for its LGBT youth, despite persistent opposition, clumsy and mean-spirited bloggers, and other gadflies. This is perhaps the most significant victory. The Judy Devereaux Community Activist Award is named after a dear friend and activist who knew how to bring people together and tap into their collective creativity to bring about transformative action. Those honored with this award are known to take risks, encourage others, and do what is right for the greater good. Fincke and Patrykus very much represent the spirit of this award, and it is my pleasure to present them with the 2012 Judy Devereaux Community Activist Award.
Wow. I'm truly honored to be here tonight. I want to call up from tables 1 and 2 the two student faculty advisors for the West Bend High School GSA, Scott Lone and Shana Schlemer. And the 4 student representatives of the West Bend High School Gay-Straight Alliance. For those of you who remember, Scott Lone was named Educator of the Year by this organization a number of years ago. Scott has waged, as a teacher at the West Bend High Schools, a 9-year battle to obtain official recognition of the Gay-Straight Alliance in a school board and a school district run by evangelical Christians who think we're all crazy. if it wasn't for Scott and the kids who were willing to stand up and take the abuse, we all wouldn't be here. Because this is what we're all about. Nick Shue, raise your hand, Nick, was one of my plaintiffs. Open your coat, Nick. He's wearing his rainbows. And we train our kids right. These are my dress rainbows. I wouldn't have been able to do what I did in this case if it wasn't for my wife, Gretchen Fincke. Gretchen is a psychotherapist who ran the Milwaukee Transgender Program for 30 years and taught me that gender is not a binary but a continuum. Yes. Stand up, Gretchen. I'm just the closer. I was able to get the job done because we have federal legislation that empowers students and clubs and people who want to do the right thing. When push comes to shove, you can go to federal court and enforce the rights that all of us have for safe schools. And it was really a no-brainer for Dan and I. I'm sorry, Dan couldn't be here tonight, and I'm going to accept his plaque and take it home to him. But we wouldn't have been able to do what we were able to do without federal legislation that is certainly under attack and will continue to be under attack, especially if the November elections don't go the way we want. Now that we have a president who's standing up for the rights that we all enjoy. If you want to continue to put guys like me in the courtrooms, we need to elect the people who will support that legislation that allows us to do that. So this isn't about me, it's about them, and it's about all of you. Dan and I are honored to receive this award, and believe me, it will go right up on the wall. Thank you all very much for the honor. Thank you for the opportunity to do the right thing. Brian, thank you for all of the support that you provided in the litigation. We'd be happy to help any other student groups around the state that want to learn what we do, and if there are other lawyers in the community that want to do and stand up for these kids, we'll help you do it. We've written the book on it now. We know what we're doing, and we're happy to help. Thank you very much. I think it's dinner time.